Sairam, I'm Lakshmi and I'm here to share some of my mask making experiences. Why is it important for our organization to engage in seva activities? At this time of COVID-19, there is a general sense of despair and there is a general sense of anxiety among people. And this mask making has helped me personally and I think has helped our organization to engage in something very productive and positive. Swami says that helping others and helping our fellow beings is nothing but sadhana, a growth in our spiritual practice. By helping others, we are actually not necessarily doing any service to them, but we are actually helping ourselves. We are growing spiritually. Swami says, love all, serve all. That's been his mantra, and he wants all of us to follow this. And this mask making has definitely been a project that we can use to live by Swami's mantra. What kind of contribution have I made with this project? I have made close to about 300 masks and a little more than that. And they have been distributed to various organizations by our center. I have also actually delivered some masks to 3 different organizations, to doctor's office, as well as to a women's missionary, and to just recently a program that's collecting masks for school children so they can get ready to go to school with masks. So those are some things I have actually engaged in. What type of transformation have you seen in the community and in our group and in myself? So that's one thing I have to think about. So let me first start with the community. In the beginning, when the whole COVID-19 started, like as early as in February, March, there was very little importance attached to masks, and people kept thinking about, oh, maybe masks are important, masks will actually protect others, and some acknowledged that yes, it's important, some said no, it's not. There has been a lot of controversy about masks. Regardless, now the scientific community is insisting that it is helpful for everybody to wear masks, and it's not only protecting others, but it's also protecting oneself and also helps with the spread of the disease. So I think as a community, we are transforming from no mask to yes, we do have to wear a mask. And hopefully with our organization distributing masks, we are making some kind of an impact in the larger community. As a group, when we recognized that we needed to help with masks, we pulled together, we distributed material, we got a template from Savita, which was wonderful. We shared ideas. It was a unified, a lot of camaraderie went into this. And I feel like as a group, we have grown. And now I almost feel like this is a family. I'm a part of this mask making the group, which is like a family. Personal transformation, when I started making this mask, it took me for quite a bit of time to make the first few masks. And now I can make like masks in less than 15 minutes, from cutting all the way to the end product. And so that is definitely a very positive thing for me. Also, when the whole COVID-19 started, I was a little bit disappointed because I was engaged in other kind of seva activities like Narayan Seva, as well as with Meals on Wheels, and I couldn't do any of that due to like family health issues. And but I was really, really happy when I found out that I could do the mask making, so I could do a little bit of seva or service through this. Where do I see this project going? I hope it's going to grow more as people are looking for more and more masks, as schools are reopening, as people start going to offices. as our community becomes more engaged and get out of this lockdown or semi-lockdown situation, I'm hoping that we will need more masks. So we definitely should continue making this. And if there is any other way we can help the medical community or the general community in other ways, I definitely think we need to be doing that. And that's something I think that we are a cohesive group. We have come together beautifully, and I hope that we'll be able to move in that direction. Swami has helped me in many ways. Without his grace, I couldn't have made even the one mask. I have to share a story here. When this whole project started, I didn't have a sewing machine because during my move from Alabama to Georgia, I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I was like, okay, I don't need a sewing machine, and I got rid of that. And then I had no sewing machine, and here I have to make masks, and I needed a sewing machine, so I was like, okay, I'll go and get one. But I couldn't purchase one because none of the craft stores, no Walmart, nobody, not even Amazon carried one at one point, because everybody, I think, had the same idea of doing craft because people are at home. So I prayed to Swami. I was like, Swami, I have committed myself to making these masks. Now, how am I going to do this? You will have to show me the way. And within like a couple of days, I was able to purchase one in Amazon. And I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, now I'm all set. And then Swami was like, okay, I'm going to teach you a lesson. Don't get too excited. So here, this is going to break down. And so it broke down. And so I had to return that to Amazon, and then but then again, with Swami's grace, I was able to get another one very quickly. And I was able to start making masks. Even like little things, it has been wonderful. I listen to bhajan or listen to some spiritual discourses when I'm making masks, and it's very uplifting. It helps me stay focused and things that I wouldn't do because I don't have time, and I'm taking the time when I'm making masks to engage in those kinds of spiritual exercises. That has been really nice. And one other thing that has actually helped me is that with Swami's grace, I have been able to also reach out to others. There have been times like when I have masks, or I'm thinking, oh, how can I do seva? And then somebody would approach me and say, hey, I need a mask, or I heard you make masks, or somebody is looking for masks, would you make? So I have been able to make some masks for those people also. And the women's mission, as well as the school children and the doctor's office, they all came. They were all. It's like it was an outcome of that. As Swami says, allow all, serve all. That's what his message is. And by doing this activity, I, in my own little way, in my tiny way, I've tried to live by that. Sai Ram.